Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're doing something completely different, and honestly, it's kind of fascinating. Usually, we're breaking down these massive research papers or crunching complex data sets. But today, we're setting the stage for a deeply structured, really avant-garde examination of literally the absolute simplest form of digital documentation. We're going to look at the very genesis of an idea. Like that exact microsecond, a thought is born into the digital realm. Okay, let's dive into this, because what we have here is the ultimate blank slate. I actually want to build a little suspense around this, because the source material we're analyzing today is incredibly brief. No joke, it is the shortest source document we have ever analyzed in an explainer. But hey, don't let that brevity fool you. I mean, before the great novels are typed out, before massive software code bases are compiled, or, those complex business proposals are even drafted, there is a beginning. We are looking at the absolute precipice of creation itself. And here it is, the entirety of our source text preserved exactly as we found it. Quote, ##### new note. Yep, that's it. Just let that sink in for a second. We truly need to treat this with the dramatic gravity of a profound historical discovery. This single line is the complete, unaltered excerpt of our source text today. It's not just some random string of characters, right? It's a moment frozen in time. It's the very millisecond a user asked their system for a fresh canvas, and the system replied with this exact, unyielding phrasing. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we can deconstruct the structural component of this text. We're purely defining the presentation format here without adding any outside narrative. Notice those 5 hash marks? Yet they aren't an accident. They're a specific sequence of characters used in Markdown formatting to signify a heading level, specifically an H5, or a level 5 heading. So the system is basically organizing this blank canvas with a really specific, rigid digital syntax before a single actual thought has even been typed by the user. It's literally the machine laying down the invisible scaffolding for human thought. So the crucial point is this brilliant contrast we see here. Look at how these two distinct elements interact. On the left side of our equation, we've got the structural formatting, those 5 hash marks. Now this side is rigid, it's mathematical, and it's entirely bound by the hard-coded laws of digital syntax. It basically tells the computer exactly how to render whatever comes next. And on the right side, we have the literal content, the words new note. This side represents this vast, undefined potential. It's just a placeholder, really. The machine has built this rigid scaffolding with the hashes, but then it lays down a welcome mat with those 2 words, simply waiting for human ingenuity to take over. And this brilliantly illustrates a fascinating microjourney, which we can basically break down into 3 distinct steps. Step 1, the generation of the digital file itself, pulling a brand new space right out of the digital void. Step 2, the immediate appearance of the Markdown formatting and that default title. The computer's doing its job, perfectly and instantly. But then we hit step 3, which is honestly maybe the most captivating part. The unresolved halt of information. The data just suddenly ends. There is absolutely nothing else in our source text, just this profound negative space and the sudden end of available data. It's like this dramatic halt built right into the very architecture of our software. Which brings us to the ultimate mystery box of this explainer. What will be written next? Our source material ends right there, leaving us staring at this beautifully blank, infinite canvas. Will this turn into a mundane grocery list? A groundbreaking scientific formula? Maybe a heartfelt letter? We don't know. The potential is completely, entirely unwritten. And I really want you to take this away with you today. Every single time you open a file and see that formatting and that simple placeholder, you are looking at pure possibility. So I'll leave you with this provocative question. When you open your next blank slate, what will you write next?